They hate to see it, we love to see it. You continue to set the bar, they underneath it.
Welcome to Mama's Faithful Nest, where we explore the warmth in family and the strength of faith. Y'all, I've decided it's official. I am doing Vlog-Nukkah. I'm like a whole week and some change late, but that's what we're doing. So I'll be posting a video every day until Hanukkah, and I'm really excited about it. I feel like it's gonna be a good start to me, you know, coming back to the tube and just really like getting back consistent and posting videos and just growing my channel. I find that my channel grows more whenever I do my daily vlogs. So yeah, that's what I've decided. I'm really excited. I'm on my way to work. It is around 3:30. I don't have to be at work till 5, and I know that may sound really crazy to y'all, because it's like, why are you leaving the house a whole hour and a half early and you only live 15 minutes away from your job? Here's why. The other day, I had to work at the same time. I had to work at 5. I left the house at 4. I literally got to work 10 minutes before I needed to clock in. 10 or 15 minutes before I needed to clock in, because traffic was extremely crazy. So today I said I'm gonna leave early. I don't like traffic, so I'm hoping I can beat the crazy traffic. I don't like traffic, because honestly and truly, like 4 o'clock, leaving the house at 4 o'clock probably would have still been perfect. I would have still made it on time, you know, but just girl math, okay? Like, I don't like sitting in traffic. I'm not the best of the best when it comes to driving, so y'all already know this. And it's not so much that I'm not the best, it's just I'm not very confident. I'm a very timid driver. So yeah, that's why I'm leaving so early. But yeah, so I'm trying to think what all we talked about in the last vlog. I feel like it ended so abruptly, and I definitely don't feel like we talked about everything as far as like what's been up. We talked about me moving. We talked about why I decided to take a little break from YouTube and social media. We did not talk about how Lena got RSV. The last video I posted was right before Feast of Tabernacles, y'all. And the crazy thing is, I really intended on posting a whole Feast of Tabernacles vlog, but I never got the opportunity to, because Lena got RSV, and then shortly after Lena got RSV, she basically gave it to mommy and daddy. I don't know if y'all have ever heard of that. I thought it sounded really crazy when the doctor at the urgent care basically told us that like she passed it on to us. For those of you who have kids, you probably already know what RSV is, and even if you don't have kids, you probably already know what it is. It's upper respiratory illness that is very common in small kids and babies, but it can be very dangerous. And the reason is because it's basically mucus build up, and the thing about mucus in babies is, in small kids, is they can't blow their nose, so there's no way for them to get rid of the mucus. So the mucus can get clogged up in their lungs and stuff, and they can get pneumonia. So that was really rough. I was really scared. Lena was fine. Like, she was really fine, but it is very contagious, especially to older people and kids and babies, and apparently to adults too, because we got it. But I say that to say we weren't able to really go anywhere, do anything, but overall, like, she wasn't like very fussy, she wasn't in any discomfort, but we had to suction her nose like 3 times a day, before every meal and before bedtime. That was for like a week. It took like 2 weeks total for her to fully recover, and it was just a lot, y'all. It was a lot. Her first time like really getting sick. She's had like little, you know, cold symptoms here and there, but like this was her first time like really getting sick, and so it was a little scary. And then what else, y'all? What else has been going on? I think that's really about it. Y'all know I had the brand deal. They finally paid me, because I don't think I told y'all like the whole story behind that. I'm not sure if I did or not, but basically, like, it took them 6 weeks to pay me, which was definitely in the contract. I just don't remember seeing it. And I was just like, what in the entire hell? Like, why is it taking them 6 weeks to run me my money? It didn't take me 6 weeks to create the content. Why is it taking them 6 weeks to run me my money? So that was like a little bit irritating for me. But then when I realized that that's just how the company operates, y'all know I don't know if I told y'all, but I basically went through a third-party company called Sway Group. If you're an influencer, you can check them out. And they partner you with brands. It's basically like Indeed for influencers. And so that's just how they operate. Like, it takes up to 6 weeks for you to get paid. But yeah, so I really think that's about it as far as like what's been going on. Y'all know I'm moving. Y'all know we were sick. Y'all know I've been working on myself. I told y'all in the last video that like my blood pressure was high, and so it's having to be treated. My doctor also recently prescribed me something for my eczema, so I'm gonna get that today while I'm at work. I'm gonna feel it in my job. But yeah, I just really been trying to make little changes in my diet. Like today I had macaroni and cheese, but typically like for the past weeks now, probably like going on 3 weeks, I think, I've been doing like low sodium, minimum to no sodium, or salt I should say. And then I've just been really being mindful of what I eat. Like this week I just started incorporating like some dairy and meat back into my diet, but I was doing like no meat and lots of fruits and vegetables for about 2 weeks. I really want to stop at Starbucks, like really bad, but the traffic is just kind of crazy right now, and I just don't feel like I don't know, I don't feel like going out of my way to go to Starbucks, even though Starbucks is on its way. But basically like I would have to get over, and traffic is kind of but y'all, okay, I just got over. What the French toast? What the French toast? Okay, so we're going to Starbucks. I'm gonna get a matcha. I can't believe I'm actually going, but I have to pull over because I don't know what I want. Okay, so I'm gonna pull into the parking lot of Starbucks. So basically the reason I did not want to come to Starbucks just now is because traffic is really heavy and I wasn't in the right turning lane, and I was literally coming up on Starbucks, but a car got over, which made it like super easy for me to turn into the Starbucks parking lot. So I'm gonna go on Pinterest. I want to get a matcha. I'm not gonna get espresso. Y'all know I typically get me my 3 shots of espresso over ice. I'm even finna hold y'all. This is why I get my 3 shots of espresso. Why did this grande drink just cost $10? Y'all, you know how when you get your drink from Starbucks and you just know it's not gonna be right because of how it looks? Never had this before, but this is not what the picture looked like on Pinterest. So I'm very disappointed. Very disappointed. But it is what it is. I only paid $4 for my drink because, unbeknownst to me, every Thursday, I think from 12 to 6, you get like half off on your drinks. So that's good to know. If I ever work on a Thursday, I never work on Thursdays. I'm always at home on Thursdays. I'm working this Thursday because my manager needed more help at the pharmacy. So I'm just going in for a couple hours. But if I ever work another Thursday, I'm definitely going to take advantage of that. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, y'all. Wait a minute. Hold up. Hold up. Take a screenshot, sis. Hold on. Take a screenshot. Take a screenshot. I'm gonna slow my roll because I want to get a picture of this. Because what? It's actually really good. I didn't get any extra sweeteners. I just got me what is this? A matcha latte with vanilla sweet cold foam and strawberry puree. I don't know, is strawberry puree considered a sweetener? I don't know. Y'all let me know if y'all, you know, if that would pass for a sweetener. But I didn't add any extra, you know, syrups or anything like that. So I'm not mad at this. I'm not mad at this. It's actually really good. I'm ready to sip some more, but I need to get a picture of it for the thumbnail. Anyway, as I was sitting in the drive-thru of Starbucks waiting to get my matcha, a Tesla passed by. And I'm just thinking to myself, that car is ugly. Morning. Happy Friday. I would show y'all more of Lena, but she is not modest right now. So, anyway, we are up and at it. I have our Sabbath lunch in the air fryer, which is going to be salmon, wild rice, and broccoli. I still have to ground some turkey for tonight's dinner, which is tacos. And I'm making cookies. So I wanted to make cookies for my sisters that have really just been checking in on me. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to make them some cookies. I'm going to wrap them up. Real cute. So that's what I'm going to do today. I don't know what Alina got going on. She keeps jumping. Like, I don't know, what is she doing? But that's what we're doing today. So today's video is basically just going to be a Sabbath prep video. I just got done putting up some laundry. Typically, I like to have my Sabbath prep done on Thursdays, by Thursday. But I worked this Thursday, as you all know. So that's why we're doing our Sabbath prep today. But yeah, so come along. Say come along. Say come along. Say come along. Come along. We're going for a walk, Lena Bug. Hey y'all, so I completely forgot to come. Hold on, let me clean my camera. I completely forgot to come and like show y'all what I was doing. I'm making breakfast. I'm gonna make some English muffin, turkey sausage sandwiches. Right now I'm just doing my eggs. So it's gonna be really hard to flip this. I don't even know why I did this like this, but I typically make my eggs like this, except in a smaller batch. Whenever I want to do like breakfast sandwiches, I just crack the eggs into the pan and then I break the yolk and then I season it and I flip it and then I cut it into like squares or whatever size, you know, I need it to be for the sandwich. But I definitely should have did it in batches because this is going to be really hard to flip. The salmon dishes for tomorrow's lunch looks crazy. I made it in the air fryer and I burnt the broccoli, so yeah, won't do that again. And then the other portion I dropped, so we only have one. My Lord said he'll just eat whatever they serve at the school tomorrow, so this will be mine. I'm making, like I said, the breakfast sandwiches for today. I still have to make tacos for tonight, and then I have all this stuff to make my cookies. I'm still debating if I want that on camera because y'all know how I feel about this tight kitchen, and then it's just like my kitchen is not even half way set up like it would normally be because we packed up so much stuff. So it's like everything is everywhere. So I don't know if I'm gonna do it with y'all or not. I really want to flip this, but it's just like I know that that's pretty much gonna be impossible. Oh wait, y'all. Oh shoot, okay. That wasn't too bad. Okay, we got it done. I mean, the egg broke a little bit, but I'm not mad at it. Hey y'all, here are the sandwiches. Can I eat my food? Oh. Hey y'all, I'm just letting y'all know that this cookie recipe is not going to be very aesthetically pleasing because I don't feel like setting up my tripod and doing all that. But we're starting off by browning our butter, okay? So I have 2 sticks of butter, which is a cup of butter. And then I will see y'all once the butter is brown. You want to make sure you brown it on low heat so it doesn't burn. Y'all, so let me show y'all the ingredients while the brown butter is, or while the butter is browning. So I'm going to use 3/4 teaspoons of baking soda. I'm going to use probably 1 or 2 tablespoons of vanilla extract. I'm going to use 2 egg yolks in 1 egg. I'm going to use a cup and 1/4 cup of brown sugar. I'm going to use 1/3 cup of just regular granulated, this is sugar cane, like pure sugar cane, but you could just use regular granulated sugar. I'm going to use 2 cups of flour, and then I'm going to gauge it. I may use that whole thing, but I'm for sure going to use this whole bark of semi-sweet chocolate, baking chocolate, and then I may use half of the bag or whole bag. I'm just going to gauge it. But I have my butter browning slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. And this is salted butter. You can use unsalted butter, and then you'll just put like maybe 1/4 teaspoon of salt in your recipe. But since my butter is already salted, I'm just going to leave the recipe as is with no salt in the cookies. And my eggs are room temperature. Okay, so I don't have a whisk because, as y'all know, a lot of my kitchen stuff is already packed up. So I'm just taking a spoon and I'm mixing together the dry ingredients, which is the flour and the baking soda. I'm just mixing that together, combining it. Butter is looking like so far. Takes a little minute for it to brown, so I'm just gonna continue to stir and wait and stir and wait and stir and wait. Ugh, my camera is like always dirty, and then oh gosh, y'all, the struggle. So anyway, yeah, I got this recipe from TikTok. I will have it in the description box. So here's a little pro tip, because I know like majority of my supporters and my followers, or subscribers I should say, we all esteem and aspire to be like Proverbs 31 women. And in being a Proverbs 31 woman, cooking is very essential. For me, a lot of people call me a chef. I am no chef. Let me tell y'all where where I get my my gift from. Why people think I'm a chef. It's because I follow recipes to the T. I don't just jump in the kitchen. Well, I have jumped in the kitchen and started cooking, and it was a disaster. But I find myself most successful in the kitchen when I look up a recipe and I study the recipe before getting in the kitchen and cooking it. Recipes are super easy to follow if you follow them. The problem is a lot of us like to do our own thing, and nothing is wrong with doing your own thing once you've mastered something. But if you're learning, stop trying to do your own thing, sis. Look, I have been looking up cookie recipes since last night. I knew that I wanted to make cookies today. Ooh, this butter is starting to brown, y'all. Oh, it looks so good. And it smells so good. It smells like caramely. But I've been looking up recipes since last night because I knew I wanted to make cookies, right? Looked them up. I found a couple that I really, really liked. Narrowed it down to one. Been looking at that recipe since yesterday. Probably looked at it a good 4 or 5 times. Looked at it before I got in the kitchen. Before I started cooking, I measured everything out, looked at the recipe again, to the point where like I can tell y'all the recipe on camera without even looking at the recipe. So that's my little pro tip. I am not a chef. I did go to culinary school, but I never finished culinary school. I never worked in the food industry. I'm no chef. I don't want to give myself that title, you know, being that I don't think I've earned it. But I'm also not gonna downplay. Lord, I can't talk. I'm also not gonna downplay myself and make it seem like I don't know how to cook at all. I know how to follow directions, and with time, that has led me to be able to do my own thing in the kitchen. Like I was telling y'all, you know, when you're first following a recipe, you don't want to just start doing your own thing. But once you've, you know, gotten recipes down to a T, you know how certain ingredients work, then you can start doing your own thing and making recipes yours. This recipe in particular, I'm pretty much following it. Well, not to the T, because the recipe calls for salt, unsalted butter, and salt, like actual table salt in the recipe. But I didn't realize that until after the fact. I had already had the butter, so I'm thinking, oh yeah, I got butter at home, I'm good. Come to realize it was salted butter. So instead of putting salt in the recipe, I'll just, you know, have it in my butter. Let me show y'all what the butter looks like once it's browned. So I don't know, now that I don't know, like as far as like why the foam is like that. But honey, that butter is browned. And it looks so good. And it smells like a bakery. So I'm gonna let that cool. And in the meantime, I'm gonna make my taco meat. Okay, y'all, so this is what the dough looks like after it's rested for, what, 15 minutes? I have about 5 minutes left to go. And then I'm gonna scoop them with my cookie scooper. And then we'll see what they look like when they come out the oven, y'all. So I know y'all are gonna want the full recipe. I did not really show y'all how to make them, so I'll have the girls food blog in the description box. I'm gonna try to do that more whenever I don't actually cook with y'all, but I'm telling y'all about a recipe. If there is a recipe to whatever I'm cooking, I'm gonna have it linked in the description box, because y'all know how I be when it comes to vlogging in the kitchen. But all praises to the Most High. If everything goes as planned when we move, y'all will be able to see me cook more in the new spot. And the reason I say if everything goes as planned is because we have not seen this new place, and we actually walked past it today as we were going on our morning walk with Alina. We walked past the exact apartment that we're supposed to be moving into, and y'all, so their window was open, we could see a cat. Their patio was so cluttered, and I don't know if that's because they're moving, but it just looks really junky. And my mind instantly went to pest issues. I really hope that it's not infested, because here's the gag. I have been looking at reviews online of this apartment, the apartment complex that I've lived in for the past 7 years. I don't know why, but I just felt the need to look at the reviews online, and I saw a lot of recent reviews for pests like rats and roaches. Now mind you, I've never had that issue. I feel it's one of those things where if your neighbor has those issues, then that may be why you're having those issues. For instance, if your neighbor is really junky and messy, now they've accumulated or adopted roaches and rats, of course you may run into that issue. So over the years, I've never had that issue. I don't think any of my neighbors ever had that issue, but it's just when I seen that cat, now mind you, just because a person has a pet does not mean the house is gonna have rats, roaches, actually, don't pets dogs and cats and stuff, don't they actually catch those things, eat them? So I don't know why my mind went there, but it was just I really hope that when we get into this place, they clean it really, really well. I just hope we don't have any issues. Yeah. And the staff in the office suck, the maintenance suck, but the price that they were offering for this 3-bedroom was within the budget that we were looking for a 2-bedroom. So it's like, yes, please. So y'all just pray for your sister that everything goes well. It's time for me to scoop these cookies and then I'm gonna be back. Okay, y'all, so that is the end of this vlog. Day 1 Vlog-Nukkah, or what yesterday technically have been day 1. I don't really know. We're gonna call this day 2 of Vlog-Nukkah, I guess. I really am so happy to be back. Y'all know this is like my safe place. I just love recording. I love coming on here, creating content, talking to y'all. Love it. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed today's Vlog-Nukkah. Tomorrow is the Sabbath, so there probably will not be a video up, but expect to see me back Sunday, okay? Probably Sunday evening when I get off of work, I will upload another video. Love you guys. See y'all on my next one.